Hey guys, this is Jay Blue coming to you another video, and today I wanted to show you the classic Sega Dreamcast. I got this from a friend not too long ago, and it's just been loafing around the closet in the box. Didn't have any games for it, but it came with this web browser disc, still sealed and everything, and probably the receipt and all sorts of stuff in there. And I just wanted to show you guys a few things about it, and tell you guys a few things about it. Here's a memory pack. It's actually a special one because it stores 4 times the capacity by pressing this button. There's a rumble pack in there with it. 2 controllers. Let me show you guys that quickly. Came with 2 controllers, 2 light guns. Now the light guns are Japanese, and they won't work for basically game ROMs that are North American. Now the reason for this is that they didn't promote gun violence. So, like, you know, they didn't want to release that in the American market, and they don't work for basically English ISO game discs for Dreamcast. But they work if you have a Japanese game, an American console with Japanese guns. However, if you put the actual American disc in with these controllers, it's just going to say that the light guns are not compatible. Also, one more thing is that you're going to need the old school glass televisions to use it because they're light sensing guns, and they track for the light. Now, another thing I want to point out is, so like I said, I didn't have any games with this. Most games will originally load. Okay, wait, one thing before we finish that off. Yeah, like games like Dino Crisis or House of the Dead. You're going to want that in Japanese version with light guns if you want to use that and utilize that for the classic Dreamcast. Now, for other games, basically when you burn them, you're going to need a program called Disc Juggler 6.0. And you just simply place this into an original Dreamcast after it's burned with 6.0 Disc Juggler. Boot it on, and most of the time they will auto-load the game itself from the original Dreamcast. And the game auto-loads. Just takes a little bit to load there. Now, there is a mod chip for this actual console, and what it does is it's for actually, I guess, being universal region code. I guess whatever if you want to interchange those, but I've never really tried. I've never really had an issue with that anyways, so this doesn't have a mod chip. But yeah, this is Hydro Thunder. As you can see, it just booted automatically. And there's going to be certain games like Armada, which is an odd one, or Spawn or something like that. If it doesn't load, you're going to have to turn it off and on, and it should auto-load. If not, you're going to need a boot disk called Utopia. There's 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. This is the 1.3 version. Now you're going to place it in the console like so, and you're going to power it up. And it's going to bring you to a screen for basically loading backups or your backup disk. It's almost like a half-byte loader back in the day. As you can see, and you can download these online somewhere. Now it's going to tell me to open it and place my backup in. So let's place Armada in, and in a few seconds that should auto-load. But yeah, you do not need a mod chip. You just need a Disc Juggler 6.0, and you can burn any Dreamcast ROM on a regular CD, and it should be able to load properly. If it doesn't, just reset the console. If not, you will need a boot disk. But other than that, I've never really had any problems loading any other games with the Dreamcast. It doesn't seem to have any hard copyrights on their discs. The stress on the laser itself, I don't think that there is much, because it's actually like a CD, and there's a lot of silver on the actual copied blank CDRs, I should say. So basically the reflectiveness and usage for the laser is not too much stress towards the original Dreamcast itself. But other than that, I hope you guys like it. I hope I've given you guys enough details to show you about how the old classic Dreamcast works, and how if you wanted to go about getting ROM games and playing them on them, they automatically work. You do not need a mod chip. And as far as the light guns, I've told you guys the details on that. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. And that concludes this video. Thanks a lot.